Because you know I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus. Hey, hey. Yeah, it's pretty clear you're going to school, but let's talk safety, like you're supposed to do. I got that safety that all the kids need. All the right stops in all the right places. I see you waiting there at your bus stop. You know to stand way back, come on, wait till it stops. If you got safety, then wait for thumbs up. Every grade in school is perfect, from the pre-K to the top. Yeah, the principal said if you break the rules, you won't ride. They say stay in your seats and you're all gonna be alright. You know you must follow these rules and do everything you're told. So if you're into safety, then go ahead and get on board. Because you know I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus. I'm bringing safety back. Go ahead and get your friends on board with that. No, I'm not playing, need to know how to act. But I'm here to tell you, every grade in school is perfect, from the pre-K to the top. Yeah, the principal said if you break the rules, you won't ride. They say stay in your seats and you're all gonna be alright. You know you must follow these rules and do everything you're told. So if you're into safety, then go ahead and get on board. Because you know I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus. I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus safety. I'm all about that bus.
Good morning, boys.
Hello everyone, it's Mr. Davis here. Real quick, I hope you enjoyed the bus video that our transportation director Eric has just completed for you guys. We're going to be showing that video about maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe once a week, because it's very important. Every student in our building, just because you're a car rider, you're a walker, you're going to be riding the school bus sometime this year, most likely. Going to field trips. Those are fun activities, but you're going to have to ride a school bus to get there. Even going to the play, sometimes we go to the play at Missouri Southern. That's another time you'll be riding that school bus. So these rules and expectations are really for every student in the elementary, and it's so important that we follow these rules while we're on the bus. Some of the main reasons that we follow these rules is because we want to make sure everyone stays safe. And to be able to do that, it's just like in the hallway. Hips and lips, and we're on that blue line, or we're in the cafeteria, how we're not running with our trays because someone could fall. Same thing on a school bus. We don't want to run up on the school bus and not hang on to that handrail, because if we don't, we could trip and fall. We don't want to run up and down the hall on the aisle of the bus because they're not very wide aisles, and if you trip and you fall and you hit your head or something, it's going to really hurt. So let's go over the expectations of Seneca Elementary for our school buses. So Eric, our transportation director, has this made in a magnet, and he's hoping to get the rest of the buses with these, so that way, if you ever have a question on what you're supposed to be doing, you can just look up here and there'll be magnets. So let's go over that. I am safe. Sit correctly in the seat, facing forward, bag in your lap. Facing forward, just make sure that if the bus driver has to slam on his brakes for some reason, let's say, another car pulls out in front of him and he can't control it and he's got to, slow down really quick. When he hits those brakes, you have a seat in front of you to keep you safe. If you're facing sideways with your feet out in the hallway and he hits those brakes, you could fall down into the floor. That wouldn't be very safe. Next, wait for a thumbs up and stay out of the danger zone. We're going to talk about the danger zone more, but it's very important that you watch for that thumbs up. Don't load the bus until you see that thumbs up. Don't cross the road until you see that thumbs up from the driver. The reason they do that thumbs up is so that way they're checking around to make sure all cars and trucks have come to a stop and that it's safe for you to get on the bus, because they don't want you just to run across the road and someone not see you. That'd be a bad deal. All right, let's go to the next one. Keep hands and feet to self. Now this is a big one. I know we're excited for school to get started, so when we get on the bus, we're ready to see our friends, and then at the end of the day we're tired and we're ready to get home and play. But the bus is not a playground. It's somewhere we got to make sure we keep our hands and feet to ourselves. You're going to be sitting really close to somebody, and I know it's going to be tempting to poke and prod and push on them, but we don't need to do that. That's not being safe. Because what if you accidentally push somebody and they hit their head against the window? That could really hurt. All right, let's go to the next one. Wait 12 feet away from the road at the bus stop. We're going to be talking about this. So if you're waiting at your bus stop, 12 feet. So Mr. D's a pretty tall guy, right? So Mr. D would be 3 big paces. So for you, it could be 12 steps. So for me, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. But for you, it could be 1, 2, 3. Probably about right here, because I have big feet. So take about 12 steps back from where your bus stop is. The main reason we do that is so that way the bus driver can see you at all times. He's got his door open. Whenever the door's open, he'll give you that thumbs up. It means it's safe to load. All right, let's go over here. I am respectful. Keep your bus clean. Now, it's just like the classroom. If we start making messes, then someone could slip and fall on a wrapper. And that's something else we're going to talk about. Keep your space clean. If your backpack accidentally comes open and your papers go everywhere, that's okay, it's an accident. Just pick it up and put it all back in there as quick as you can. Because these are just like our classrooms, just like our bedrooms. Sometimes Mr. D's bedroom wasn't the cleanest either. But this is our transportation to get back and forth to school. We want to make sure it's clean. Use quiet voices. Man, that's a big one. Mr. D, I love to be loud. But if Mr. D talks really loud on the school bus and so does 50 other people, oh my goodness, the poor bus driver is going to have a headache. So it's very important that we use our inside voices, which means we don't have to yell, but usually we just need to talk to the person right beside us. And that can usually be like a soft talk. You don't have to yell. That way, if the bus driver needs to get everyone's attention for some reason, they don't have to scream and yell. They don't have to get on that radio. They can just say, hey guys, I need to, just for a second. So let's make sure we're being respectful and using quiet voices. Be polite to the driver and others on the bus. The bus driver gets up really early every morning and he does this pre-trip, which they call a walkthrough. And he makes sure that all the lights are working. He makes sure that the bus is in working order so that way you get to school safe and you get home safe. So let's make sure that we're being polite to that bus driver. Try a simple when you get on the bus. Hey Eric, how are you this morning? Or hi. Let's show him some kindness. That's kind of one of our character words too. Make room and move over in your seat for other students. This is a perfect opportunity to build friendships, and that's something else we'll be talking about this year. See how bus and the things that Mr. D talks to you about kind of go together? Scoot over. If you have an empty seat and someone's looking for a seat and they don't know where to sit, invite them to sit by you. Start talking to them, visit with them about their day. You could build a really good friendship that way. Plus, it's being polite. All right, so let's go over I am responsible. Know your stop and be on time to the bus stop. That's really important because I'm going to tell you a little secret here. So let's say you're the first stop of the bus that morning, and you're just waking up late, and you get out there 30 seconds. 30 seconds, if you really think about it, it's really not that long. And I bet a lot of you could probably hold your breath for 15 seconds. Well, let's say every stop that bus driver's 15 to 30 seconds late. Well, that means he's going to be coming into school maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes late because he's got lots of stops. So it's going to be very, very important that you're on time to your bus stop. Know your driver and know your bus number. We are very lucky. We have some amazing bus drivers that really care for our kiddos. And so make sure you get to know them, know their name on that first week of school, second week of school, and say, hi, my name is, and introduce yourself and ask what their name is. That way you feel safe on that bus and you know who they are. But also know that bus number. Your bus number is very important. So we're at bus number 2 today doing this film. It's very important to know what bus you ride. Because you're going to get a bus note usually, or your mom and dad, they need to know what bus you ride. So it's very important that we always pay attention, that we get on the correct bus. Because if we're talking to our friends and we're walking out to the buses to load up that night, and for some reason we get on bus 1 instead of bus 2, oh man, bus 1 might go a completely different direction. And that wouldn't be good. We want to make sure that you're staying safe at all times and that you get home on the bus that you're supposed to get home on. Because it is scary. I'm a parent. I got 2 kiddos, and if my daughter accidentally got on the wrong bus, I'd be worried. I'm like, well, she's supposed to be home. But that's why you always pay attention to your bus number. All right, let's go on to the next one. No food or drinks on the bus. Now, as we all know, Mr. D loves to eat, right? But when I was in school, even when I played sports, I had to make sure that I didn't take food on the bus. And sometimes that's difficult, especially if you have a party at school and you have candy or you have cupcakes or whatever it might be. It's important that we leave that food in our backpack and sealed up, that we don't share it with others. Here's the main reason. Food is a choking hazard. If you've got a sucker in your mouth and the bus driver has to slow down really quick and that stick comes back and hits you in the mouth, it could be a choking hazard, and we don't want that. Also, another reason is there's kiddos out there that might have a food allergy, which is a food allergy is they might not be able to have sugar. And let's say you give them sugar, and it can make them really, really sick. So we don't want to do that to our friends. Ooh, excuse me. So it's very important that we don't have food out. Plus, having food out and you open a soda on the bus, it gets all over the seat, and then Mr. Eric, our transportation director, has to scrub those seats, and it makes it sticky, and it can tear up things. Also, if you have candy out, you could accidentally stain the seats or stain the floor, and it just becomes a kind of a hazard, because if water gets on the floor on these buses, I'm going to tell you a little secret. It gets slick like ice, and I don't want to see any kiddo fall down and get hurt. My main thing is make sure you guys are safe. Let's look at the last one. Keep all personal things to self and in backpacks. Personal things, the things that you take to school. Your backpack, but your personal things would be your pencils, your scissors. It could be even if you have an iPad or something like that. Keep them in your backpack for us, because that's the safest place on the bus for your personal items, is to keep it on you and in the backpack. Now, the reason we're doing this video is this is a very important part of your day. If you ride the bus to school or ride the bus home, please, 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 try to remember these rules. We want to make sure that we walk. We don't run on the bus. We don't yell. We face forward at all times. And we're going to do some more shots here in a minute of the bus and different things that happen. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I hope you enjoyed the video that our transportation director made for us. And we will see you guys around. And I know you guys can do it. Have a great day.